Hi, I am back with another hit up on the World Cup. Like I said, I was going to be doing a lot of these for World Cup 2026. Now, because I'm wanting to keep my videos roughly close to 10 minutes long, I am not actually going to do all the Group 2 games at the same time, like I did all the Group 1 games. I'm splitting it in half, and we have finished the first six groups, second game. In fact, by now we're even through the seventh group as well, and I think the eighth group. But I'm only doing the first six in order to split things in half and make sure no video is extremely, extremely long. The next thing I want to point out, uh, eight of the 12 third place teams are going to get pulled up into the round of 32 to complete the bracket. Okay? Because you have 12 first place teams and 12 second place teams. That's 24 teams. Well, that leaves eight empty slots. And those eight empty slots are going to come from the third place seats in a group. All right? And so that we are at eight, which is 2/3 of 12. All right. Keep that in mind as I go through this group because it turns out in the first six groups, there are three groups with the third place almost definitely going to make it into the group of 32. And there's one that maybe, maybe not. And then there's two that almost definitely the third seed won't. All right, so let's get into the actual groups. Group A, Mexico. Mexico has locked up the first seed in just two games. It only took them two games, and they have locked it up. Good job, Mexico. Congratulations. South Korea has not technically locked up the second seed, but they have a really good chance. Um, they have to beat or tie South Africa. All right, and they will be the second seed. All right. Uh, Furthermore, I actually don't think either the third seeds are going on. South Korea is a lot better than South Africa. They just are. All right, and um, that would leave these teams, South Africa, with no wins whatsoever, as well as uh, Czechia. Czechia, or also known as the Czech Republic, would not have any wins as well, and frankly, they're not going to go on to the group of 32. So that's how I see Group A shaking out. South Korea will tie or beat South Africa, pull in the second seed, and no third seeds go on. Group B, while technically no one has clinched anything yet, that is because Canada and Switzerland are really, really close to each other with the exact same point values. Okay? Um, so they're almost definitely going to be the top two seeds. Okay? That's what's probably going to happen. Um, and uh, they're going to be playing each other. Okay? So if they tie, Canada's first seed, Switzerland's second seed. And even if one of them beats the other one, they're probably still going to be the second seed because this is literally what it will take. For Switzerland to not be one of the top two, they would have to lose to Canada by a lot. And Qatar would have to beat Bosnia Herzegovina, henceforth known as BIH, by a lot. A total of 9 goals have to be made up. In order for Canada to not be in the top two, they would have to lose to Switzerland by a lot, and BIH would have to beat Qatar by a lot. Once again, 9 goals. So I just don't see that happening. Like, this is the closest to sealed of the first two that it is. Um, I could see Switzerland. It's still going to be a good fight because Switzerland wants to try to win, so they're first. Uh, because they're below on their goal differential. Canada's wanting to just tie because they'll be first seed then. As for the other match in it, whoever wins between BIH and Qatar will actually have 4 points, which is great to get into the round of 32. If they tie, they might not make it. But if one of them wins, that winner is probably going on. Okay, on to Group C. Haiti is out. Haiti can't make the top two seeds. it'll be lucky to make third seed as well. Uh, but Scotland still stands a chance. It's small because they have to beat Brazil to be in the top two, and Brazil is really good. That's not a shock to anyone. It's a high hill to climb, um, especially because Brazil is going to be trying really hard um, because they don't have the first seed locked up. Morocco has the same points as them. Brazil's ahead with a point differential game, but that doesn't guarantee anything for Brazil. So they're probably going to be playing a really hard game, and there's a good chance Scotland is going to lose. But take heart, Tartan Army. There's a good chance you will be one of the third seeds pulled up. 3 points is a really good amount of points, and you'll probably be still in the group of 32. On to Group D with the United States. They've clinched the first seed in just 2 games. Great job. And Turkey is out. Can't be first or second seed. The best they could hope to be is get 3 points and like tie for third seed. I don't think this is going to be a very interesting game. I think the United States is going to sit all the yellow card holders. They're going to sit their best player. It's not going to be the most exciting game. Meanwhile, the Australia and Paraguay is really interesting because they're tied in points. Australia is ahead in goal differential, so if they tie, Australia is the second seed, but then Paraguay has 4 points. It will easily get into the group of 32 anyway. And if Paraguay wins, Australia would only have 3 points, but that's still probably enough to get into the group of 32. I'm putting money on Australia coming out as second seed because they only have to tie to do that versus Paraguay, who would have to win. But I give it a high chance of both of them are going to end up in the group of 32. Group E, Germany, all right, has already punched its ticket. So literally of these 6 groups, 3 of them we already know who the first seed is. All right, Germany is the first seed, but it was close. It was dangerous. Ivory Coast had the lead for like half the game, and then Germany tied it up, and they didn't get their winning goal until extra minutes due to stoppage time. I mean, whoa, that's a close game. All right. Now, to keep their second seed, Ivory Coast needs to win or tie their match against Curacao, which is one of the worst teams in this tournament. Okay. They have shown they can definitely do that throughout this tournament. I seriously doubt the third place from this group is going to get pulled up. They're going to be below 3 points probably. My guess is Ivory Coast beats Curacao, easily nails the second seed, and none of the third seeds go on. And that gets us to our final group for this video. Tunisia is out in Group F already. It can't be a second seed even. The Netherlands and Japan are tied in points and head-to-head and goal differential. That's crazy. Sweden is only 1 point behind them. My guess is the Netherlands, who are going to face Tunisia, are going to eke out the first seed because they will score more points than Japan will against Sweden. In fact, Japan might end up tying Sweden. I could see that easily happening. And I don't see Japan running away and just scoring tons of goals on Sweden. Sweden is a good team. And so my guess is Japan will pull off the second seed, though there is a chance still that Sweden beats them and gets the second seed and Japan falls to third. I really do think, though, either way, Japan, Sweden, and the Netherlands are all going to be in the group of 32. It was what my prediction was from the very beginning, that whichever third place team in this group there was would have enough points to get pulled up, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's going to happen. So there you have the first 6 groups and what's happened with their second game, as well as my take on how everything is going to shake out for the tournament, including third seeds. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back when we finish all the second games to talk about the second half of the groups and how they're all doing.